Yeah, I gotta figure out a new intro. I don't know, I came in through the closet last week. Nobody really mentioned anything, so I don't know, maybe I'll just start it and hope nobody notices. Yeah, I think we're still on. Yeah, we're looking good for the standings segment, but I think we're gonna make that a bi-weekly thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right, bye. GFL. It's the manager of the week. Presented by Hims. Don't forget Schnee at checkout. Get yourself 60% off. Shout out to Michael Dressler. He is an avid user of Hims. When you see him in person, or if you ever see him in person, just look at how thick his hair is. That's all thanks to Hims. We're diving right in. Manager of the week. It was kind of a dead week across the league. Nothing too spicy, nothing too stressful. A lot of just stress-free wins. I think the closest game was 8 points across the board. So who's manager of the week this week? It was actually kind of a difficult decision, but then once I kind of did a bit of a deep dive, it was easy who the manager of the week is. It's the guy who started Ladd McConkey. That's right, that's not a made-up name. That's a real NFL player, and that's a guy who actually was started in a flex and helped lead Justin Dom Brady, aka Bags, to his second win on the season. It was a big win. He was facing off against Mitch, who made a big trade this week against Corey. Mitch trying to get back on track. It was a battle of one-win teams, and Bags came out on top when he needed a win most. Started Ladd McConkey. Take some stones to start Ladd McConkey. I know what you're saying. He only scored 6 points. I don't care. You start Ladd McConkey and you get a win. Major brownie points. That's manager of the week material. So congrats to Bags. You get yourself a t-shirt. Not wearing one today because it's 30 degrees outside and frigid. So Bags, hit me up. You know the drill. Send me your address, shirt size you want, color you want. I'll get you a shirt sent out right away. So yeah, I'm not even going to bother showing the scoreboard, not even going to bother showing the standings, but we've got a new segment. That's right, we're switching it up. We're keeping you on your toes. We're going game of the week. Now, there's some fun matchups this week. It's kind of like a rivalry week in a way. You got me taking on Ravis, which is our rivalry goes back years and years and years. Really looking forward to facing off against Dan and probably getting a win against his sorry team. You got the Vasquez battling it out in the slums. Corey and Mitch, Corey being 2-4, Mitch being 1-5. This could be a big kind of turning point for both of them in this season. So fun matchup there. But I think that the game that I'm sending Jim Nance and Tony Romo, I'm maybe putting in the Sunday Night Football slot with Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth. Chasing Bags. I mean, this rivalry runs deep. I'm not entirely sure where it originated from, but all I know is that this year there was another chapter added to it as Bags picked the draft order and he put Chase 10th. Also had some not so kind words to send to Chase for putting him 10th. And ironically enough, both teams are kind of in different places. Chase is 4-2, looking pretty good. His team is strong. His team is kind of in a weird place though, because he's had some injuries. Davante Adams just got traded to the Jets, and he already has Garrett Wilson. So Chase's team is kind of weird, but he's 4-2 and he's looking pretty good. Bags is 2-4, not off to the best start. He's a little bit more desperate for a win. Bags, I will say I'm a little disappointed you haven't made any side bets. The amount of side bets you've made is, I think, 0. I think you try to get some action in week 1, but nobody bid on that. So I know it takes 2 to tango, but the lack of activity is kind of disappointing. So Chase and Bags, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens there. But this week we got a lot of matchups where you got teams in the top half facing off against teams in the bottom half. So could be a bit of a turning point week. You could see some teams distance themselves from other teams, and you also could see the league compress. So we'll see, but that's it. Manager of the week 6 in the books. This is officially the midway point. After this week, after week 7, we have reached the midway point of the regular season. It's a 14-week regular season in the GFL. If you didn't know, I know you've been in this league for a while now, but we got some slow guys on here. Joe, Dan, you guys aren't the sharpest tools in the shed. So Manager of the Week presented by Hims in the books. I'm out of here. We're gonna slide. I think we're gonna slide. We talked to my team. Sliding still working. All right.